Right, Elenia, shall we talk about Tolkien, the new film that's come out?
Yes. Well, I mean, it's had a really short stint in the cinema. I think.
It did, yeah. I don't think it's really done very well.
No, I don't. But the thing is, I don't think it got a lot of marketing or anything like that. I saw a couple of trailers for it. I didn't see a lot of marketing.
True, and even the just walking around the streets and you see a bus having the Tolkien poster. It's so boring. Literally Nicholas Hoult in his face.
What do you want? Explosions and stuff like Michael Bay.
Did you have some explosions?
Well, it did have a bit of war violence in it. You know, when the disclaimer comes up on the film, it's like minor war threat. It came up.
It will start a war.
Well, I mean,
between fans and the film people. As far as I know, the family of the Tolkien estate, the Tolkien family, did not approve of the film. They disregarded the film and said, "This is not who my father is." And they.
I mean, I don't know anything about his history. All I know is he wrote the Lord of the Rings, Silmarillion, Hobbit, and all those.
All we really care about.
That's what we care about, and it didn't really go into that a lot. It was a lot about friendship and love, and him his dad died and then his mum died, and he was living as an orphan.
Oh, okay. So it really is a biopic, and
it
goes over his life story rather than the inspirations he had to write Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's an ongoing theme throughout the entire movie, because it is like he does create languages, which doesn't happen overnight. It does take him years to develop these languages and the characters and the places as well.
Right.
So that's all going on in the background, but a lot of the focus is on his life, meeting his wife, meeting these friends, and creating this little boys club with these boys that he meets at boarding school.
Right.
Who initially are really mean to him, and then they take him into the group, and they're like, they start talking about this historical Hellheimer, warriors want to die as a warrior, and that's their mantra, to do crazy things and go against like Hellheimer, but there's one that keeps on getting it wrong, and he's like Hellheimer.
Right.
And it's fun, it's emotional, and there are bits where it's a bit of a roller coaster.
Is it a good story?
It is a good story, yeah. Whether it's true or not is completely off.
Oh really? I see. Maybe that's why the family said, the hell are we watching here?
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know how true the story is when he goes away to war. So it's set he goes away during World War One, and he is fighting in the trenches in France, and that's really horrific to watch those scenes as well.
Okay.
But then there's a fantastical take on those scenes, obviously, because his writing is fantasy based. So there's a lot of crossover between that, and then you'll see a hooded figure on the horse, and the horse is dark, and it's got stuff hanging off it, and he's clearly hallucinating on a battlefield kind of thing, and he all of his.
That's where the Nazgul came from.
Yeah, maybe all of and the dead marshes, he's walking around and there's just dead bodies of blood everywhere, and there's pools of blood everywhere, and it was tough to watch those bits. It was that was quite hard, but I think the relationship between him and the other boys was really good. The love between him and the Lily Collins character, his wife, was nice as well.
So how long was the film? Was it a long film?
I didn't notice.
Did it feel long?
It must have been 2 hours, but I didn't really notice it going on and on and on or anything like that.
Okay.
But it was.
It sounds like a kind of film you'd want to watch if you really are interested in Tolkien as a person rather than just a writer.
Yeah.
And you want to see how this great writer really led his life.
Yeah, because the really interesting bit I found, I haven't read any of the books, I've seen all the films and stuff, but it made me want to read the books. Because it does focus on when he goes to Oxford University, and he's studying and he's failing, and then he finds this lecturer who specializes in languages, and he gets drunk one night and he's spouting one of his made up languages, and the professor's at the window going, who is this kid? And he finds him, talks to him, and then he's like, this is my passion, this is what I should be doing. And he's like, yeah, read, I've made up a language, and he reads it, and he's like all of it draws on all of these real languages, and he's like, well, that's what language is. And that bit was really interesting to find out how he developed that, because when you find out that Elvish and Orcish and all these languages that are in Lord of the Rings, they are real languages that he's spent the time creating grammar and verbs.
Semantics and everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he's
like
got
a proper language. You could actually use it
He's a proper language
if you
nerd.
wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. And it flowed quite nicely, and there weren't any bits where I was completely uninterested. But it also didn't really excite me in any way either. It was nice. It was a good night out.
I just get the feeling anyone going to watch this film will not know what it's all about and will think there is some bit of Lord of the Rings in there, and I just want to watch it because of that.
No.
And they'll be just disappointed.
Yeah.
So would you say this is a kind of film, if someone knew that it's not that kind of a film, would they go in and enjoy the film?
I think it depends whether or not you like biopics.
Right, okay.
So
it is really for a certain niche.
Yeah, there's a couple of
audience.
fantastical bits in it, like I said, during the war scenes and stuff, but most of it is just him growing up and going through life and finding himself. So if you like fantasy films, I would say it's probably not for people. If you like a historical movie about a figure, then it's more for you.
Okay, so verdict, how much would you rate it?
I'd give it a 2.5 because I like it, but it's not something I'm going to rant and rave about. It's something I left the cinema being like, that was nice.
So you wouldn't recommend it to someone to watch?
I wouldn't recommend it to everyone. I'd say if you like Lord of the Rings and want to know something about Tolkien, then watch it. But if you're not bothered by it, don't bother.
Okay.
Basically.
All right. Well, that's it. I don't think that's getting seen by anyone else in this room.
I think it's done now.
Okay. Thanks
Thank
very much.
you.